Jackie, could it be fair to say regarding the Dartford tolls that we're all in this together, apart from Dartford tolls?
No, we're all in this together. I think users of the Dartford crossing are actually paying more than they should be at the moment because, as you'll be aware, there are massive problems with capacity in the road network surrounding the crossing itself. And while ever Thurrock's going to be a transport hub, we've got to get that fixed. Now, my issue with the inflated cost for the tolls is that's fine, we are all in this together. I appreciate the Chancellor's got to find ways of raising money. But at the same time, we've also got expectations about having a road network that's fit for purpose, and right now it isn't. So I'll be making representations to government to use some of that money that they'll be raising through the tolls to fund transport improvements here.
Is it a hard call though, as a new MP, 4 or 5 months in the job, and you've got to then go up with the CSR and criticise your own government? Is that quite a hard judgment call?
Well, there is a constructive tension here. Ultimately, I was elected to support a Conservative government, and that's why I stood for election. But at the same time, I'm also elected to represent the people of Thurrock. And one of my claims was that I'd be a strong voice for them. So when something happens which I think puts us at a disadvantage, then yes, I do have to step up to the plate.
And what's your understanding of what's happening or not happening with Junction 30 at Lakeside Park?
It's uncertain what's happening. I was in the House yesterday challenging the Transport Minister on it. So yeah, two bits of criticism from my government in 1 week. I'm doing well. But what it is, I mean, obviously the planned signalling improvements which were scheduled for 2014 have been put back. But again, I want to wrap that up with the broader debate about what we do about capacity here, because it's all relevant. And we just need to have a really well thought out solution. But again, if you look at the list of schemes, some of which went forward, some of which went, because of the funding situation we're in, it's not surprising some of them went, but I think Junction 30 and improvements there are crucial to the competitiveness of this area.
It's refreshing for anybody who gets the regular email updates on the floor of the House. Yourself and Stephen Metcalfe are clearly making your presence felt. You also had a question about the financial management at Thurrock Council. Can we go through that as well?
That came on the back of the report from the Audit Commission, and none of us had any surprises about that at all. Anybody who's watched Thurrock politics in the last couple of years would be aware of it. And it's not a partisan point, it's an issue about internal management, and I think all of us, whichever political colour we are, actually do want to make sure that the standards of financial management there at Thurrock are fit for purpose. So I specifically asked the question just really to put it on the government's radar, because obviously the Audit Commission is going. We have a localism agenda which, frankly, I believe in very, very passionately, and we should be able to delegate powers to local organisations and local communities as far as possible. But in doing that, we've got to be sure that the structures in place to support them are going to work properly. And sadly, the issue in Thurrock is that for too long they haven't been working as well as they should. Obviously, we've got a new chief executive now, and he knows what is expected of him. And again, that's one of the things I will be making sure and watching to make sure that that actually does happen.